Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So,
because you know what today is? Today is Wednesday. So anything can happen today.
that's right, it's anything can happen day. And on this day, I basically sit down with my computer and anything that pops up into my head, that's what I do. Now, I have been doing K-pop mails for the past couple of months, so I'm going to stick with that until I don't want to do it anymore. Now, the first group I'm doing is a group I did for the first time last week, and that is Super Junior. Now, I had a lot of people watch the Super Junior, and a lot of people like it, and then there was a select few who took issue that I said that the song sounded like something else. It sounded like Butter by BTS, and nobody denied that it didn't sound like Butter. They just denied like Super Junior doesn't have to copy because they've been around a lot longer. And it's like, you know what, it's not, it wasn't all about that. If a song comes out, and if you watch my channel, that's why if I'm new to Super Junior, you can't expect me to have the same sensibility as you guys. So I'm new to Super Junior and I'm doing this, and you guys kind of came in at me. But if you watch my channel, you know that I always will make a reference if a song sounds similar to something else. And I will point that out. It's not like I'm putting any kind of, smudge on the name of Super Junior, or I just don't know them, and it's not all about that, and it's really not that serious. I'm listening to songs, and I'm listening to them for the enjoyment of the song. I'm not going to get into all their backstory on everything like that, because it's, to me, as a music listener, I don't need to know all that. I'm doing that for BTS because I started off at the very, very beginning, and I'm working their albums. And so I dedicate a whole day to that. But if I'm doing somebody who I'm only doing once or twice, and maybe even 3 or 4 times on the channel, I'm still not going to go back into their whole history to find out everything like that, because I'm just listening to the music and enjoying the music. That's what I do. I've been doing it for most of my life. I'm a guy, so I'm also not going to get into it like in the fandom. I know there's ARMY, and I hear that with Super Junior they're called ELFs or ELFs or whatever it is. And I'm not, besmudging that name either. It's just that I'm not going to be part of that big giant fandom. I'm not going to disrespect your artist. I haven't disrespected artists on my channel, but I would expect the same from you guys. And just like you should, if you're gonna do videos like that, you should bone up on. No, I'm picking an artist. I'm playing their music. You guys asked for me to do certain songs. I'm doing the songs. I'm doing my honest reaction to them. If some other reactors or other reactors said all this about them and I didn't, then great, That just shows that I'm not a phony. That just shows you that I'm giving you my honest reaction and not just something just to get you to watch my channel or to get views. Because in the end, I don't care. That's not what I'm trying to do. I got this channel to keep me from being bored during COVID and living alone. If I'm getting subscribers, which I love, and I do have a goal when I'm doing this, then fine. But if not, there's no need to go in that hard, Everybody has their favorite bands or band or whatever, but, I'm just going to leave it at that. So I'm doing another Super Junior song, and I said I would, and I said I was going to go back and do something that was a little bit older to get me a little bit more of a feel of who Super Junior is as, musicians or as artists or singers. So I went back to find their song with their biggest amount of views, and that is Mr. Simple. So that's the one that I am doing. So again, after only hearing one Super Junior song, I really don't know what else to expect out of this particular song. The way Super Junior came off is something that sounded like a little bit of R&B mixed with a little bit of pop. We'll see if that continues, or we'll see if that's where they were. It looks like this one was 10 years ago. So we'll see. If you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. And I don't want you guys to think of this as me, copping an attitude, because I'm not. I just want you guys to know, since if that was your first time to my channel and watching a Super Junior, that's what I do. Look at some of my other K-pop videos and you'll see, whether it be Dreamcatcher or whether it be Red Velvet or whether it be, when I do like Red Velvet, I'll pick out, oh, that sounds like 70s or that sounds like 80s. And, I've done some other groups where I've actually found the song that they were taking the sample from when they created their song. And, if I know it, then I'll point it out. So just want you guys to know that going forward. Not that I'm trying to take a Mickey out of your group. So, without any further ado, here is Super Junior and Mr. Simple.
And here we go.
Super Junior in love, Super Junior in town. 기다림이 끝났어. 그대에게 가까이 다가갈게. Super Junior in love, Super Junior in town. 기다림이 끝났어. 그대에게 이젠 다 들려줄게. Because I'm naughty. Hey, I'm Mr. Simple. Because I'm naughty. 세상에 내 맘대로 안 된다고 화만 내면 안 돼. 그럴 필요 없지. 걱정도 발자 작은 일에 너무
Okay. Excuse me. So that was Mr. Simple. So, first thing is that it sounds, it's got a little bit of a early to mid electronic dance in there. It's almost like house music. If I go house music, then it's late 80s, early 90s, and it sounds something like maybe Lady Gaga does. It has that kind of like that kind of electronic sound to it, but then also it was done before in like the late 70s, and then again in the 80s, and then in the 90s. The lyrics I get, the lyrics are basically like, look, if you gotta scream, scream, let it go, and let's just move on. Let's just, I'm really simple, get it out of the way and let's move on. Don't dwell on it. Let's not do this. Going with the lyrics, it says, what's the big deal about freedom? Just get it. Have some fun with aberration. Do you want to feel alive? Just grab it. My stories that are beating because I'm naughty, don't worry anymore. The good day will come. So forget about serious matters. Just smile today because your smile makes everyone happy. So yeah, forget about it. That's what it sounds like, this song. Now, again, very colorful. They all had different hairstyles. Some of them had some really, really good dance moves. What else can I say? If I'm going back 10 years ago when this song was out, I could see exactly how it would have that impact. 10 years ago, things were a lot different. Just like 20 years were a lot different. Like K-pop, as far as where it has its roots in, is like the early 90s, and a lot has happened since then. But I could also hear the boy band type of things that were around when K-pop first started off. And what people say, this is second generation. Super Junior is second generation K-pop, so I can hear that boy bandness of the second generation, or even if it's first generation. If it's first or second, I can hear the K-pop influences in there. So those influences would be like American boy bands, like the NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, the New Kids on the Block. I can hear more of the newer ones, like the NSYNCs, the Backstreet Boys, not the New Kids on the Block or the New Editions, things like that. But it wasn't so bad. And here's the thing, if they do have the longevity that they had a song 10 years ago, and they're doing songs still to this day, new songs to this day, then good for them. They have longevity, that means they have a good fan base, and that means that they're still putting out good music that people want to hear. And that's all I have to say. It was a good song. What do you think? If you're already a fan of Super Junior, I already know what you think. But if this is your first time hearing Super Junior or seeing Super Junior on my channel, let me know what you think. And put it down in the comments below, and I'm sure a discussion will ensue depending on which side that you're on. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the song as much as I like making it for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.